How to create an online course and stay organized. Hi, I'm Lucy Griffiths and I have created a ton of digital courses. So I've learned a thing or two about staying organized and being really disorganized as well. So I'm going to walk you through some of the steps that I've learned along the way. Let's dive in and have a look. When it comes to being organized with your digital course, probably one of the key things you need to work out is actually map out your timeline and work out exactly when you want to launch your course and then work backwards from there to see if it's actually possible to do everything in your timeline and juggle your day job and also maybe other family commitments you may have. Because I know, having created courses during homeschooling, that sometimes that can be really incredibly challenging. So let's dive in and have a look.
When it comes to creating a course, you really want to organize your stuff as much as possible so that you're in a position where you know exactly where all your content is and exactly where everything is. So the first thing I would say is make sure you're using something like either Dropbox or Google Drive. I actually use both, but I have to say my preference is Google Drive. And the reason why, it's really easy to share the content and work together in a shared place. I find it much harder to actually share content on Dropbox, although I love the fact with Dropbox that it can be part of my desktop, especially for video. So we're just going to look at Google Drive. First of all, why it's really important. It means that you can create, like, say, this piece of content, which is a guided meditation.
Welcome to this guided...
Stop that. And the thing is that you can share it. So when you share, you can make it so that anyone on the internet has this link. So originally, when it's sharing, it would be that it's just for you and within your network. But you can change it to anyone with the link. Okay, so rather than my name, my folder, it can be anyone with the link. So it means that you can share that piece of content with anyone. And that gives you loads of freedom for creating your courses, because you can, add PDFs there, you can add bits of content, and that really helps you when it comes to actually drilling down and sharing your content. In addition, you can then create folders for your content, and within that folder you can do subfolders and really manage where everything is, so you know where each module is, or different pieces of work, different PDFs. And the same thing when it came to using the guided meditation, that you can have that so it's open to anyone. You can do the same thing with the PDFs. So it means that you can share content and collaborate with others, whether you're working with a video editor or perhaps a social media manager or whoever it is. It means that you've got one space and it's much more collaborative. Another tool that I absolutely love is ClickUp. Now, ClickUp is remarkably similar to something like Asana or Trello, but I like it because it's much more user-friendly. So essentially, this is kind of the home page, and you can see these are all my different dashboards. So I can then click on one area. So let's just look at these. So these are kind of my quizzes that we're building, different quizzes. And so I can immediately see, here's the quiz and here's the to-do page from here of like what needs to be done. And I can, as a team, we can then manage that process and see where everything is, where that stage of it is. And so it's really helpful for you to be able to assign different tasks to different people, set due dates of when it needs to be done, and also oversee your priorities. From that, you can also see it in different forms. So I personally like the list form, but you can also see it as a board if you want like a general overview. And you can also see it as a Gantt chart, which I don't really know what it is, if I'm totally honest, but my husband loves seeing it as a Gantt chart so he can sort of get an overall view of the project. And apparently he used to work in project management, and apparently that's the tool to use. Doesn't really appeal to me, but it might do to you. So that is a really great way to manage and stay organized with your projects. So the final area I want to talk about is actually managing your content when it comes to Dropbox. And the reason that I really like Dropbox is simply because you can then have files that are either in the cloud or they're on your desktop. So when it comes to working with video in particular, you can be weighed down by the amount of content. And so quite seamlessly, you can then have your content, and you can choose, do you want to make it so that it's a desktop version, or do you want to make it that it's just in the cloud? So it means that you can move a lot of your content off your desktop, off your laptop, so it frees you up. You're not chugging away under all that video content, and it's up in the cloud. And at the same time, you can then work on the content you want to. So I tend to have one project I'm working on. Once that's finished, it goes up into the cloud, and it's so much easier to manage.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you are thinking about creating more passive income for your business, then I have a great freebie. Click on the link below to check out. And also, if you're thinking about creating a digital course, then make sure you do my quiz that can help you work out if a digital course is right for your business. If you like this video, I would love you to subscribe. Please click on that link below to subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye bye.